Una see this matter say Wike collect Julius Berger land inside Abuja forcefully. He collect them. Say he won't build lodge for judges. And that lodge where he won't build. Una know who do the groundbreaking? The Chief Justice of Nigeria. What does that tell you? Even if Julius Berger want to go to court, they will never win. Because who they go jump for that court, now do the groundbreaking for their lodge. Wike, smart move. Before I talk further on this matter, beg, he gets one voice, one documentary. Now I want video I want play for one, and I just listen to all that was said in that video. When we come back, can we hear some discussions? I'm gonna watch this video.
Let's understand this. The Chief Justice went to the turning of the sword on a judicial housing project by the Minister for the Federal Capital Territory. Right? Now, judicial housing cannot be done by litigants who come to the court. And the FCT High Court, the FCT as a government has to sue before the courts, and their cases go up to the Court of Appeals and the Supreme Court. When those cases go up, they are parties. And if they are parties before the same judges whom they are housing, there's a problem. That is why the judiciary is an independent arm of government, and the judiciary has always awarded its own contracts. Court of Appeal headquarters was built by judiciary. The Supreme Court was built, judiciary does its own procurement. That's why they established the NJC. Okay? Now, we have this orgy of people in power across the country. To be honest, it's not Mr. Wike only alone that does it. All of them do it. And my position has always been the same. Right? And the judiciary has been acquiescent in this practice of being compromised manifestly by people who litigate before them. And I'm going to give the example of J.I.C. Taylor, John Idowu Conrad Taylor, who was the Chief Justice of Lagos State, because at the time he headed the Judiciary of Lagos State, he was the first Chief Justice of Lagos State. He died suddenly in 73. J.I.C. Taylor, in 71, shortly after the war, was invited by Mobolaji Johnson to a party, a reception for the head of state, to accompany him to receive the head of state who was visiting Lagos formally. And J.I.C. Taylor declined that invitation because he said he could not afford to be seen in that kind of situation with potential litigants in his court. Two things happened in this particular case. Number one, the Chief Justice, or three things. Now, the Chief Justice went to this thing with an active litigant before her court. That's number one. Number two, the building itself, the process, the entire construction is being done by an active litigant before the court system that she heads, and with cases, who has cases before the Supreme Court as we speak. Number three, at that event, even if she didn't know any of those things and she didn't consider any of those things, at that event, Wike himself told the story of how he expropriated the land with no notice, contrary to the requirements of the law, the Public Lands Acquisition Act, right? With no notice, and in fact, the Land Use Act. He has the powers, yes, but the vote to give notice. He told the story that he invited the chairperson of the board or chief executive of Julius Berger to dinner, and the following morning sent them a revocation letter. The Chief Justice sat there quietly, said nothing. President of the Court of Appeal sat there quietly, said nothing, and they could not find the legs to walk out without doing anything. That for me says a whole lot. I don't even need to use adjectives. Just describing that alone tells me a whole lot about the judicial values of the people who run the judiciary. And that, to say that that is worrying, is an understatement.
You hear him? Have you seen how the man Wike is clipping the wings of the judiciary. Are you saying it? You collect person land. You know, say, true, the person go court. Yes, sir. Now you go bring the people where they handle the court. Where they come do groundbreaking for their own lodge where they built for them. You understand? On top land where you forcefully collect from person. Now in them come both the CGN and the Chief Justice of the Federal High Court. All of them were there because now they build the house for. You understand? Do the groundbreaking, do the ceremony. You understand? The flag off. Now, those people that want to go to court now, how they want to take win for court? Me as a judge now, I do groundbreaking for my house where they want build for me. Then you where they collect your land now, say now on top of that land they go build my house, you can't come court. How I want to give you justice? This is the way they have bastardized the judiciary. That's why they don't think bastardize the judiciary. Yes now. Oh yes. Buying them gifts, raising their salary by 300%, whereas ordinary Nigerians, they are still struggling with 70,000 naira. They raise person salary by 300%. Buy them cars, integrate them into politics, because these guys are not supposed to be politicians. But they are not politicians. Are you getting it? How do they now dispense justice? Now, a total capture of the Nigerian state, and the judiciary, they have captured the judiciary. That is the hope. Now they say it's the hope of the common man. When the hope of the common man has been captured, what will now the common man do? Nothing. Look at it. Look at it. That judiciary now, forget it, it has been politicized. And that is why nobody can ever get justice inside that judiciary. If you like, drag your case or drag and reach that Supreme Court. Now you know. Now why I defer this matter inside River State? Because now this Supreme Court you go meet now. Now Supreme Court it did. And who did there? Kekere Ekun. Now you go do groundbreaking for person land where they forcefully collect. Why? Because they want build lodge for owner for there. Kekere Ekun. The Supreme Court governor maker. Now you did there. How? Like, I don't know if you are getting what I'm saying. How will the judiciary inside Nigeria dispense justice when they are mingling with politicians? In fact, they are now politicians. How was the politicians? How are you going to get justice? Are you getting it? Julius Berger, forget that land. No try say they go court. Who you want to go meet? Now you can do groundbreaking for your land where they forcefully collect from you. You just say you go get justice for them. You go just waste your money. I go see when I later beg.
For over a decade, this has been the birthplace of innovation. Nyesom Vehicles is a testament to resilience, employing international best practices to create more than just a car. Every vehicle here tells a story of durability, fuel economy and safety. Crafted with the African spirit, the Nigerian heart. These vehicles surrounding me embody the unique concept of regionalization, each one designed to cater to the tastes and preferences of our people. From the streets in Nigeria to the terrains of the Sahara, these vehicles are designed for our roads, for our people. This is more than a vehicle. It's a symbol of our progress, our resilience, our collective success story. Your feedback drives us to continuously innovate and improve. Nyesom Vehicle, the pride of African roads.